All right, it's finally here, the Switch 2. I got it. Let's do an unboxing. I've never done an unboxing before for a new console, so I'm pretty hyped for that. Um, my story is kind of dramatic. I ordered from Walmart with no troubles when the pre-orders, first went live. I tried to get the Mario Kart bundle, but of course I could not. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just get it wholesale or digitally, whatever. Um, all right, pause that story. Here is the deck. I like the rounder design. It feels a lot heftier, I want to say. Like it's not going to break. And the bottom definitely is a lot more sturdy. I can't wait to test this thing out. And oh, the back panel comes off. Oh, there's Ethernet cables, HDMI. That's where the AC adapter goes. My last two, the original Switch and the OLED, both the backs broke off, and I could not get them back on, even though that they kind of are supposed to come off. So hopefully this one doesn't break. If it does, I'm not worried about the shell that much. Okay, this must be the controller holder. This is definitely longer than the last one, I will say. I did not buy a Pro controller because well, I could not afford it right away. At least I got the Switch 2 before the tariffs hit. That was my most important feature. And to also, get it for work. It does come with an adapter, which kind of feels heavier than the last adapter. I wonder if that's going to matter. Why am I piling this up on my nice clean desk here? Switch, no one cares about the power cord. Let us get to the actual crap. As I was trying to figure things out and how to get my Switch today, I did see some people have broken Switches because people have been stapling the receipts. The stores have been stapling receipts onto the boxes. Thankfully, I don't think that happened to me. Everything was on the bag when I picked it up. Let's see here. HDMI cable, very, very standard. Although, a lot of Nintendo products, stuff like that doesn't come in there. So at least I'm glad this first round does come up. But here it is. The Switch 2. The screen right now looks great. I forgot to buy a screen protector. I can't believe I did that. I'm really bad about fingerprints. I got some big meaty paws here. Or at least some, I don't want to say wet paws, but let's check out the kickstand, how that feels. It's definitely metallic, but it still feels, well, it's stiffer. I will say that. But not quite perfect, I want to say. Now let's see how these things snap in there. Ooh, I will say these do feel a lot heftier. These Joy-Con 2s, I think, is what we're supposed to be calling them instead of the Joy-Cons. Ooh. Yeah, that works pretty well. It just snaps right in there because of the magnets, How do they work? This boomer can make really old meme jokes. Let's see here. The matte finishing on the controllers, I do like that compared to the last ones. The analog sticks, they do feel a little loose, so I am worried about that. The buttons do feel nice, the other buttons, like I said, the matte finishing, and it was easy enough to put the controllers in there, and of course, the little condomy things. Let's see if these slide in. Jeez Louise, actually. Is there a lease on this thing? I actually don't know how these are supposed to come out. And I feel like if I monkey on this during this instructional video or unboxing, I might break something. So I'm going to read the manual and figure out how to do that. But, just like the other ones, here are the little attachments so you can have them loosey-goosey. And that is that. All right, how does it compare to the original? Well, the OLED at least. So you can see there's a bit of a difference in terms of the size. The controllers definitely go out a lot farther, and just obviously more screen space. It's not as heavy as a deck, obviously. The screen isn't as hefty. So it does still feel like a nice portable. So that is nice. I did not buy any games because it will be all digital for me, because why bother with the plastic and the more expensive cartridges? So I'm going to buy Bravely Default. That's what you might be seeing from me in terms of some content. And of course, Mario Kart. Though I'll probably start with Bravely Default, which is, you know, what, a decade-old game, and that's the most excited thing I want to play on the Switch 2, which is kind of sad. I guess the GameCube stuff as well. So this is part one of my Switch 2 content, of course. I will test things out. But to go back to my Walmart story, yeah, so I ordered it perfectly fine, and then I was nervous that it would get canceled, like so many people, you know, had been getting warnings about. But this morning, I got a call from them that said they'd try to do a delivery. It did not work. So I had to go pick it up myself. And when I tried to call them the first time, I got put on hold. During the hold call, the automatic voice said, "You will be redirected to 911. If you are not an emergency, hang up now," which I have no idea how that happened. I did not mention to the clerk, but they hopefully will figure that out, because I don't want to be dealing with that. But then I got there and it was an easy enough pickup, even though I've never done it before. But they said it had been happening all day, a lot of deliveries, you know, incomplete, because they didn't want to leave this thing on the residential, you know, foothold wherever people were, just in case it's such an expensive item. And they said that it was labeled as a Black Friday deal for some reason, even though no one put the orders in around Black Friday. And obviously we are nowhere near Black Friday. So I don't know what she was talking about, but here we are. I'm excited to get this thing on the go. And yeah, thank you for watching this unboxing, and more stuff to come.